today. Sorry about the dropping videos recently. Started getting a bit sick on Thursday night last week. Just felt my throat start going, and took the Friday off because I was starting to get sick, and then over the weekend kind of had been nursing a bit of a cold. So I just took those days off, just rested, recovered, caught up on a lot of sleep. But now I'm somewhat back to normal. Started indoor cricket, so played first game last night, but tried to take that nice and easy, just so that way I don't kind of inflame my cold. As you can probably hear, I've still got the remnants of it, but my energy levels are kind of back, and especially after doing indoor last night, I feel like I should be okay to start getting back into weight training again. So I'm going to start that as of today. Try and do the same weights as I was doing before, but if not, I'll just try and do the best I can with how I feel. Because like I've said before, the important thing's more the consistency of rocking up to the gym, not always the quantity. Whereas not rocking up for weeks and weeks and then doing a week straight of really good workouts is going to make much of a difference. About just consistently going all the time, and keeping up the intensity for what your body can do. I think I keep pretty consistent every week, but obviously I just got to listen to my body week in, week out. And like last week when we did chest, for some reason that day just felt very weak for whatever reason, but for that particular day I kept up the intensity for what my body could handle, and that was the main thing. And I still walked away with a really good session. Felt sore the next couple of days, so I knew the quality of this session kind of went above and beyond what I was kind of feeling for that day, and that's what I'm going to do today as well. I'm not feeling the best health-wise, but it doesn't mean that I can't push myself and do the best that I can, what my body can do for today. So that's what I'm going to focus on. So hopefully you can still have a good session, and we'll just pick it up from here. Hopefully over the next couple of days, or hopefully by the end of the week, I'm pretty much good to go. And then that way next week going forward, I'm back to normal, and then we hit it nice and hard. So it should be hopefully a good day today. I don't want to push too hard if I'm starting to feel like it's kind of causing adverse effects to myself. So we'll just play it by ear for today. But that all good. Last week was really nice, especially with this arm day as well. Kind of was able to finish off the week and know that the program is definitely sorted. I enjoy the new program, and it's definitely looking pretty spicy for some pretty good gains. So I think it's all good things to come. And even though the weeks have been a little bit inconsistent here and there in terms of like finishing the 4 weeks till Friday, the quality of the sessions are still really good, and I still like I'm getting a lot out of them. So it's the important things. Obviously with my congestion, I haven't been doing any form of cardio, because obviously that's the last thing I want to be doing. So we'll kind of back cardio off until this kind of congestion clears, and then full steam ahead with that. And being able to have indoor as well also helps. You might not think it, but there's quite a bit of cardio in indoor cricket. If you don't believe me, just try and play a game. It's a lot of running around constantly, so especially not playing it for about 7 years, so makes a big difference. All is good. Looking forward to the session today. Looking forward to getting back into making videos. Was kind of So yeah, it should be good. Yeah, I'll leave it here. Hope you had a good weekend. Hope you're staying well, and hope you're not sick like me. Hope the gym's going well, and I will catch you when we start doing some arms. So I'll see you then. too bad of a session. It was a bit rough to start with, just warming up and kind of, I guess, my body getting used to, tensing and keeping all, the air in my lungs. It was a bit rough, to start with, but once I got into the swing of things, I think it kind of just went nice and smooth from there, which was good. I'm happy, kept up the intensity, kept that nice and high, which was good. None of the weight really changed too much. I went up the weight on the kind of incline dumbbell curls just because I knew what I was in for from last week, so wanted to kind of boost that one up a bit, but other than that everything kind of just stayed the same, which was good. It's not a session to try and push the weights up. It's just more of a keep the body moving, have a good session, and then hopefully by this time next week when I'm fully recovered, we can then start jumping the weight up a bit and start progressing that way. I'm happy, I'm pleased, I'm glad it went well. Not much else to really complain about today, or really anything to complain about from today. Just went nice and smooth. Hopefully I can recover nice and quickly from this cold, because I don't know, the issue is I don't know how I'm going to go for doing quads, because that's it's weird to say oxygen intensive day, but it's a lot of bracing, and a lot of that can kind of go to your head a bit when you're tensing really hard and trying to keep all your oxygen in, like doing squats. So I think if my kind of congestion doesn't go away on Friday, I think I'll do my normal quad day, but I'll get rid of squats, because I'm still doing kind of extensions and pressing exercises, so I'm still kind of getting that type of movement in. But I just know from kind of, I guess, experience that if I'm already a bit kind of clogged up in the head and then I do that type of exercise, that it can make it worse, or it can just kind of send the pressure imbalance in my head all off, so which I don't want to do, because that will knock me out for longer than just kind of taking it a bit easy, keeping the foot off the accelerator a little bit for a little bit of time, then trying to, I guess, jump forward too quickly. So like I've said before, you really should be going to the gym, obviously as much as you can, and it shouldn't be you're lazy kind of I guess mentality. It should just be more of a listen to your body, if you're sick then don't go type of thing. And for me, obviously during this time, it's because I'm sick, or I've already gotten sick, so I'm trying to get through it, then just going, I can't be fucked going. So I only skipped 2 days, so it's not too bad. If I really wanted to, I could have skipped more, but I was kind of itching to get back into it, and makes me feel better mentally that I am going than sitting at home doing nothing. So sometimes kind of being positive or helping yourself mentally can hopefully transfer to being a physical benefit. Obviously that might backfire on me if I go downhill tomorrow, but the plan is that I'm going to skip cardio tomorrow morning, so I'm hopefully going to get a longer sleep, more rest, so that way getting better quicker. So that's kind of the goal, I guess. try and... So the other issue with tomorrow is it's a bit more kind of cardio intensive with doing the lunges and stuff. So I'll see how my sinuses and congestion's going, and I might get rid of it and keep everything else in. So yeah, I'll take that one by ear as well. Because as I said, the important thing is I'm still going, keeping consistent, and I'm keeping the intensity up for what my body can do, and you just adjust accordingly, you know. Like tomorrow might get rid of lunges because it's a bit more cardio intensive and I can't kind of cope with that at the moment with how I'm feeling. So, you know, it's a matter of, you know, you could either substitute exercises out or remove them completely, and for lunges there's not too much I can put in substitution for it. I could do split squats, but you won't find me dead doing split squats, because, you know, anyone who's done them knows where I'm coming from. So I could substitute out for that, but the rest of the day is pretty intense anyway, so I'm happy to remove that exercise and keep everything else. Same with my quad day, you know, getting rid of squats because it's going to be too much pressure and too much intensity inside my head. So instead what I could do is exchange that for doing maybe, you know, single leg press on the leg press machine. So that way I'm doing, you know, a double pressing, like I'm doing another pressing movement in exchange for it. So, you know, you just you know, cut and paste and you know, just adjust it accordingly to what your body needs when you're sick. And then hopefully, as I said, next week when I'm hopefully back to normal and doing my cardio again, I'll be able to put all the exercises that I missed or I couldn't do back in, and then we'll be right as rain. Yeah, for chest, I don't think anything needs to get swapped out, which is good. But yeah, all is good on the road to recovery, hopefully. But yeah, we just keep pushing through, do the best we can. It's all we can ask for, and hopefully this kind of motivates you to keep pushing through, even on those kind of, you know, those low days where you've got no energy or you can't be fucked going or you're sick. You know, just to keep pushing through. You know, obviously listen to your body. Don't push yourself to the point where it's gonna, you know, put you in a worse off position. But, you know, to push yourself as much as you are able to, where you can honestly sit down and look at the session that you did, like what I did. You know, I'm still congested in, you know, in my head, but I can sit down and go, you know what, I put all my effort that I could into the session today. I feel good. I know I did good. That's all I can ask for. So as long as you can do that on those days that you're feeling low, you're sick, you're recovering, whatever, that's all anyone can ask for. So yeah, hope you kind of, I guess, take that away from this session if you watched it all the way through. Yeah, got to keep going, got to keep pushing through, you know. What was it, that kind of Ronnie Coleman kind of mentality, you know, if you want to look a certain way or you want your physique to look a certain way, you know, you got to put the effort in and do what, you know, everyone else isn't doing. You know, the typical gym goer, you know, will get sick and take a week or two off and just be like, I'm just gonna take the time off. Whereas if you're serious about the gym, if you're serious about your goals, serious about, you know, making change, then you take the most limited amount of time off that you can, just only what you need. And that's what I did. You know, on that Thursday night, felt the tickle in my throat. Friday went straight into a full-blown sore throat into the nose. Took that day off, recovered over the weekend, took yesterday off as like one final day just to kind of make sure I'm nice and recovered. Plus had indoor as well, so I wanted to make sure I had energy for that because it's our first game of the season. And now I'm back, the most limited amount of time off. If I really wanted to take as much time as I needed off, I'd take the rest of this week off and come back next week. But then, that's just more time I'm not, focusing on the gym and keeping up the intensity and not rolling over that consistency. So you just got to do it, listen to your body, of course, but you still got to rock up. If you want some serious change, if you want some serious growth, you just got to keep rocking up. That's all anyone can ask for. I guess that's enough motivational talk for today. But anyway, thanks for watching if you made it this far. I hope you're having a good one. And I will catch you tomorrow when hopefully all going well and I'm not completely fucking sick. When we're on our way to the gym to hit some hamstrings. So have a good one, stay safe, stay healthy, go to the gym, and I'll catch you tomorrow.